Yeah, man. So I just seen the movie Lord of the Rings, War of Rohirrim. I think I might be saying that wrong, but I went to the movies to go see it. I checked it out. This movie, a Lord of the Rings animated movie. I like anime, so I had to see it. Number one, the animation was a little bit weird to me. Um, but I just gotta get this out the way. Helm, Helm of Hammerhand, I think his name was the King. Um, the King was dope. That's probably my favorite character in the movie, easily. The Helm Hammerhand. He was the greatest in this movie to me. But I think the movie was more about his daughter Hera, but the but it didn't really highlight her. I feel like she was there, but it was like her presence wasn't as impactful as it should have been. You know what I'm saying? Her brothers, I think, had even a little bit of a bigger impact. Oh man, and they went out crazy. They went out real dope. And even one thing about this movie, I wish they had more fight scenes because they had the materials to make it very epic, but it's like a lot of off screen fights. I hate that. This one I think was the perfect way because y'all could have got it off super crazy if y'all just would have went through with it. But basically, Hera, uh, Hera's father, which is him, Raven, childhood friend, and his father was trying to get them to marry so they can make Rohan really strong. Didn't work out. So Helm Hammerhand was like, yo, a king doesn't fight in his castle, so we could take this outside. So they fighting no swords, none, just hands. He get hit with a two banger, and then Helm just hit him one time, then he went out. And I thought he just put him to sleep. He actually killed Raven's father. I mean, my fault, not Raven. Wolf, my fault. Wolf. They killed Wolf's father. I'm like, how did he just one shot him? I'm like, oh, this is a plot because he knew he was going to die. Maybe he was sick. I don't know. So Wolf eventually, he gonna want to get revenge on Hera, her brother, blah blah blah. So he went out. Uh, years pass, and Wolf gets a group of wild men, and he has enough to like do um to do an assault on somebody's um village or maybe like a kingdom. He has enough to do that, right? So he's like the king of them, and that's where the conflict is in the movie, all that. But again, Helm of Hammerhand was fighting this orc that was big as hell, and he was rocking with this orc crazy, bro, with no sword. So I'm like, oh, he was this strong. That's why he one shot at homie in the beginning. Um, but yeah, this movie, man, I liked it, but that's because I'm a Lord of the Rings fan. If you're not a Lord of the Rings fan, I don't know. I can't recommend seeing this movie in the movies. If you're not a Lord of the Rings fan, you know what I'm saying? Definitely catch it, I guess, whenever it hits streaming. But I seen it. I think it would. I didn't see it in Dolby. I wish I seen it in Dolby. I think it would have been way better in Dolby. But I was busy that day, and it was like only one playing at 7 p.m. So I kind of do want to go see it in Dolby again, though. But the movie, I give a 6.5 out of 10. I just wish it was more fights, man. Like, I wish it was more fight. I think Hera Brothers should have had a fight, even when he was with the Archer before what happened to him. They should have showed that. I think um, Wolf should have had more fights. And then I'm like, all of a sudden, Hera knows how to fight at the end, but they kind of showed her can't fight. That was kind of weird. One of her people that's like under Hera with the shield and sword chick was fire. I'm saying I want to see her fight more. I just wanted to see some of the highlighted people fight more. And that's why I the material was there. Sauron was there. They mentioned Gandalf, all of those things. Um, it wasn't a bad movie. I'm just really nitpicking because I wanted a little bit more, and it was 2 hours. So I'm like, why we ain't get no fights? And that's the reason Helm's Deep is Helm's Deep. You know what I'm saying? So it was like it wanted to be way more epic, but they just kind of drew the line back, and that's why I'm like, you know what I'm saying? But also they got a popcorn bucket. It's actually Helm's hammer, and I thought that was pretty dope. I definitely copped that. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably gonna show a picture of it. But yeah, 6.5 out of 10, man. Just because it wasn't, and I needed more fights, man. They had the materials there, but it's like they didn't really want to unleash everything they had. So, yeah, Lord of the Rings, man, War of Rohirrm. I think I'm saying it wrong again, but yeah.